the federal government, they look at cost transfers, which pretty much tell them, they look at them, they want to see the frequency, they want to see the amounts, and they want to understand the whys behind those. And they're looking for lacks of internal controls. We call it, cost misallocation. It's a nice way to say it, but, are you really monitoring what is going on these awards, out the gate, as opposed to after the fact and moving things around after the fact? It speaks to a lack of internal controls. Many times when there are audits, they are, you'll find that, costs get disallowed for one reason or another. It could be if it's misallocation, it doesn't belong there. They look at timing. They want to see what type of documentation that you may have included, with the reasoning behind that, and as for at your institution. And did you follow those, as well as the terms and conditions of the award and the applicable federal guidance for the agency that awarded those? They should not be a tool for managing sponsor awards. So you shouldn't put all of your charges shouldn't go to one place and then you move them off where they go after they happen. You really should have some way to have an adequate way to allocate those costs and make sure that they are charged appropriately the first time, not using your accounts as parking or as a way to, allocate cost out. You really should be, making those efforts up front to ensure that you're charging correctly. If you're putting cost transfers onto a sponsor project, you should not be using that to, again, correct deficiency caused by overruns. So just because you have a balance on one account and you're overspent on another, even if it's the same agency, it's not allowable to just move those costs if they don't benefit the award that they're going to, or they're not in the budget. And there's, plenty of considerations, financially around that. You should be, ensuring that you're not, violating the terms and conditions of the award or any, guidance, be it a grant or a contract. There are laws surrounding what is and is not allowable on these types of funding. And you need to make sure that, you are staying within the confines of the laws as well. And then again, other reasons of convenience, you don't want to be lazy. Again, putting all your costs in one place and then allocating them out later. I don't want to do it right now. This one has a balance. We'll put it over here. Let's not do that. Let's, try to do the correct thing up front. You should not be, and I talked about parking charges. We have a couple of audit findings, previous audit findings from some institutions where that was the case. And then, you have a responsibility when you sign the agreement. The institution does have a responsibility to follow the terms and conditions and any associated laws and uniform guidance surrounding those awards, and how ensure that you're trying to do the right thing up front, limit your cost transfers, and be mindful of your documentation and the reasoning, properly documenting and maintaining those documents in case there are question costs later on.